You're watching KSPF Channel 1. For today's video, we're going to go ahead and talk about the Oklahoma State-Wichita State basketball game. Now, these two teams have been meeting up longer than most people realize. The first game was in 1946 in Stillwater. Oklahoma State would win this game 52-41. In general, the game has been played 36 times. Historically, Wichita State hasn't played incredibly well in this game, winning only 10 out of the 36 total matchups. Now, Oklahoma State does hold the longest win streak in this series at 8 games, but the current win streak is actually 2 games held by Wichita State. For a short time, Oklahoma State and Wichita State were in the same conference, the Missouri Valley Conference, between 1949 and 1956. To this date, Oklahoma State still holds the largest margin of victory either team has, and this was achieved in Stillwater with a 60-22 final score. The Cowboys won this game by 38 points. In 2019, Wichita State would see their largest margin of victory with 80-61 battle in Stillwater. Wichita State won the game by 19 points. That win came under Greg Marshall. But since Greg Marshall's departure from Wichita State, Isaac Brown has stepped in as the interim head coach. His current record is 1-1. Head coach Mike Boynton has been with the Cowboys for 4 seasons now. His current overall head coaching record is 56-49 with a 5-0 start on this season. So here's what we know so far. On the season, Oklahoma State is 5-0 with a 51 RPI currently and a strength of schedule of 186. Wichita State is currently 1-1 on their season, with a 137 RPI and a 114 strength of schedule. To this point in the season, I would debate that Oklahoma State's best win so far is still Marquette, who they beat 70-62 on the road. So for Oklahoma State and Wichita State, a good basis for comparison could be the Oral Roberts game. Oral Roberts has played both of these schools so far this season. Incidentally, the final score of this game actually saw Oklahoma State win against Oral Roberts by 5, and Wichita State win by 5. So if you're a fan of Wichita State, you're looking forward to seeing what Tyson Etienne brings to the game in this one. And you'll be looking to see how well he's supported by the rest of the cast, with members such as Al Tariq Gilbert. On the season, Etienne's averaged 20 points per game on top of almost 3 assists per game. He's also holding a 35% three-point shooting percentage on top of a 92% free throw average. Gilbert is averaging just under 16 points per game and has 4 rebounds per game on top of that. Gilbert is 37% from the field and just over 44% from the three-point line. And as an Oklahoma State fan, you should be looking forward to seeing Cade Cunningham and Isaac Likely take the court. Oklahoma State has plenty to be excited about with Cade Cunningham, who's averaging just under 21 points per game and 4 assists per game. Cunningham is also 46% from beyond the three-point mark and is shooting 86% from the free throw line. And then there's Isaac Likely, who has just over 10 points per game and 8 rebounds per game. Likely is also 65% from the field and 60% from beyond the three-point arch. So I think my final score in this game is going to be 78-74. I think that both teams are going to put up a good number of points, but I think ultimately their averages are about right for what they score and for what they hold teams to. I think that that is probably what we're going to see during this one. But ultimately this year, I think that Oklahoma State is just going to be able to outcoach and outplay Wichita State on both sides of the ball. As always, be sure to like and subscribe to this video if you'd like to see more content. Let me know what games you'd like to see in the future. Tell me what you think the score of this game is going to be. I'd like to hear what you have to say. And as always, go Pokes!